At the end of this video, you'll know exactly which red flags to look out for during job interviews in South Africa, so that you don't just land a job, but you land the right one. Because let's be honest, a bad job can sometimes be worse than no job at all. Unemployment is very high in South Africa, and too many people accept offers out of desperation, and later they find themselves stuck in toxic environment, underpaid roles, or even scammed by fake companies. However, the good news is there are real signs you can spot early if you know what to look for. If you're watching this right now and you haven't subscribed yet, take a second and hit that subscribe button, because every week I share practical South African focused career advice that can help you land the job you want faster. And here's the thing, when you subscribe, you're not just helping yourself, you are also helping someone else out there who needs this information but hasn't found it yet. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button now, and let's grow together. When I look back at some of my own interviews early in my career, I remember moments that should have told me to walk away. Like when the interviewer couldn't explain the role clearly, or when I noticed other employees in the office looked miserable. But I ignored those signs because I was desperate for a job, and I paid for it later with stress, bad management, and low salary. That's why I want to share these red flags with you so that you don't repeat the same mistakes that I did. Now here's the first one, a job description that keeps on changing. You apply for one thing, but in the interview, suddenly the role sounds completely different. Instead of one set of duties, they start describing 3 jobs in one. That's a sign that the company either doesn't know what they need, or they are trying to overload one person without paying them more. For an example, I once met someone who applied for a marketing assistant role, but in the interview, they also wanted him to manage customer support, handle events, and even do some reception work. That's not a role, that's exploitation. If this happens, ask directly, what will be my main daily responsibilities? If the answer is vague or it's all over the place, that's your sign. The second red flag is when money talk is avoided. In South Africa, so many people feel shy to ask about salary, but you have to and you must. If you ask about salary or benefits and they dodge the question, it's not a good sign, because a fair employer should be clear. If they're hiding it now, you'll probably face salary problems later. One of my viewers told me they accepted a role without discussing salary properly. When the first payslip came, it was half of what they expected, and by then it was already too late. So always ask upfront. Don't be scared to walk away if the answer isn't clear. The third red flag is company culture. If the interview is in person, just look around. Do the staff look motivated, or do they look drained and unhappy? Is the office quiet because people are focused, or because everyone is scared of management? Even online, you can pick this up. Listen to how the interviewer talks about their team. Do they sound proud and positive, or do they complain about people leaving? Because when a company has a high staff turnover, it usually means a toxic work environment. Even if the job looks good on paper, if the culture is toxic, you won't last long in that company. Number 4 is poor organization. If they reschedule your interview again and again, if they make you wait for hours without any explanation, or if they clearly haven't even read your CV, take note of that. The interview is often a preview of how they will treat you later. Respect should always go both ways. Think of it this way, if they don't respect your time when they are trying to hire you, what will it be like once you are already working for them? The fifth one is unrealistic expectations. If they say things like, we need someone who can work late nights and weekends, or we need someone who doesn't mind taking on extra jobs, that's a red flag for burnout. It usually means that they know the workload is too much, but they are hoping to find someone desperate enough to accept it. Here's what to do instead. Ask about boundaries. Is overtime common in this role? How do you support work-life balance? Because a good employer will respect your time, a bad one will make excuses. And of course, we have to talk about scams. Sadly, in South Africa, fake job ads are so common. If they ask you to pay for training, uniforms, or registration fees before you even start, that's almost always a scam. Because a real employer will never, ever make you pay to work for them. I've met people who've paid 2,000 rands for training and then the company disappeared. I was listening to Metro FM a couple of weeks ago and someone called and they said they paid for uniform and training for nursing school. After 2 weeks of very basic training, the third week on a Monday morning when they got there, the building was empty. The company has disappeared over a weekend just like that. Don't let desperation blind you. If money must flow, it should always flow to you, not from you. The sixth red flag is no written contract. Some companies might say, don't worry, we'll sort the paperwork later, just start now. Never accept that. In South Africa, your contract is your legal protection. Without it, you're exposed. You could work for months and get paid nothing. Always insist on a written contract before you start. The seventh one and last red flag is no growth path. If you ask, what opportunities are here for growth? And the interviewer looks confused or say, we'll see. That's not good. It means they want you stuck in one place. A good company will always have some kind of development plan, training, mentorship, or promotion paths. If they don't, you'll soon feel stuck and frustrated. Now, here's something important. While you are busy checking companies for red flag, make sure you are not raising red flags yourself as a candidate. If your CV looks outdated or your interview answers sound unprepared, you might lose good opportunities. That's why I created the Job Hunters Toolkit. It has professional CV templates, cover letters, a step-by-step guide, answers to common South African interview questions, even a list of hidden job boards. These tools have already helped South Africans land interviews in weeks, not months. You'll find the link in the description below and in the pop-up on this video. Check it out before you send out another CV. Okay, let's wrap this up. Getting a job in South Africa is tough right now, but that doesn't mean you should accept the first offer that comes your way. Protect yourself by spotting these red flags early. The right job won't just pay you, it will respect you, support you, and help you grow. If this video gave you value, drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. What's the biggest red flag you've seen in an interview? My name is Alec, and this is 360 Careers, helping you grow, show up, and get hired. Let's go.